What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. So I've had a couple questions about wine. If I'm in a store, how do I know what wine is good? So here's a couple of my pro tips to extend to you guys. If you're looking at American wines and you want to know if it's good, America, here, we don't really have production regulations. We don't really have guaranteed quality of bottles of wines. We have a lot of vineyards that produce their own wine, and whether it's good or bad, they are able to put it on the shelf, right? So the way that I go in selecting wines that I like that are American wines is I look at the aesthetics of the label. If I like the label, typically, the artist or the winemaker and I would share some of the same interests in art or creativity, so I would try that bottle. And that's just a psychological piece of trying to figure out a new wine, if it's good or not. So that's a good way to really try a new wine that you've never tried before. Now, if it's a European style, like an Italian wine, there are classifications. IGT is the lowest classification, then it goes up to DOC, DOCG. If you want to find like a well-balanced wine, look at the DOCs. That means Denominación de Origen Controlata. And what that means, it means that the wine produced in that region is controlled to certain methods and practice of viticulture. So the DOCGs, the G at the end still means Denominación de Origen Controlata, but the G means garantita, and that is guaranteed that the quality of each bottle is to the highest of that production or that region. And that's actually controlled by the government and how they are able to label, how the wineries are able to label their wines. So little pro tip there. If you find a DOCG wine, you're going to find a good wine. And you're going to find a really good wine by how it was produced and how it was grown, the grapes were grown and all that good stuff, right? DOCs, same thing. It's just not guaranteeing the quality in the bottle, if that makes sense. But when you see those type of wines, grab it, because it's not going to be bad unless your palate says it's bad. So one thing to note is, it's all preferences. It's all your palate. What do you like? Something that you like, one of your friends or family members might hate. So it's all preference, right? So that's how I go about deciding which new wines I would like to try, is based on, one, Eastern Hemisphere wines, the classifications of wines. Also, I take a leap of faith in determining what type of wines that I like. Typically for me, I try to find wines from small vineyards from all around the world. I collect wines from Croatia to the Bekaa Valley, So, and the reason why is I've had all the tried and true wines, the Cabernets, all that stuff from Napa Valley, and it's all great. I've had French wines, Bordeaux, Brunello de Montalcinos, all of that stuff. It's all great. But really, if you want to find the good gems, the good gems are all around the world in a small little town where somebody is, producing their wine on like a hillside or whatever, So that's a little pro tip for you. Here's another pro tip for you guys. If you are wanting to try something new, and this is for you Chardonnay drinkers, all right? And I'll do a couple of other videos where I talk about grapes that are different yet produce similar properties and flavor profiles. So if you're a Chardonnay drinker and you want to venture out of the California Chardonnays, go to Spain and find a Godello. It's Godello. You won't be disappointed. Take care. Thank you, guys.